Hello, it's the official podcast, episode 409. Kaya,
Yes.
can you please turn down the music a little bit?
We do this every episode.
I know. It's too loud. It's too
always
distracting.
Too loud
it takes all
every
my attention.
Oh.
Anyway, how are you guys doing? How is everything? Anything to report in the last week on your end?
Nope. All right. Thanks
Not
for listening.
really. No.
Good episode.
Yeah.
That's about all there is
Very
to
humble life, Jackson. No excitement.
it. Yeah.
Did you learn any new hobbies or start cooking any new meals, Kaya? I know you've become like a trad housewife recently with all your different farming
Yeah,
things that you do at home.
That's true. I mean, my kombucha is going well. And if you want to tune into my stream, I can show you my current project, which is not to get everybody's hopes up too much yet, but I'm going to show you guys pain. As you guys know, people like our pepper parades.
Yes.
So I ordered Carolina Reaper seeds in the mail.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm happy to report that I am home growing them for all three of us. And I have little seedlings. Look at these guys.
Okay, wait. When it's homegrown, do they increase in capsaicin amount? Like, are they spicier then? Like, if I was looking to avoid pepper pain, would I prefer to go with your pepper or the store-bought pepper?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Like, what are you doing to it?
I'm going to try to I read them bedtime stories and I'm going to put I don't know. Gasoline.
How can you hate this man? How can you hate this? Like people, all the comments about how much they hate you. Not all the comments anymore, especially nowadays. But previously, all the negative comments about you. How could people hate you? You literally read to your peppers bedtime stories. You're so strangely wholesome in a lot of ways. It's so curious.
Well, they have to be big and strong. So I planted 8 seeds. I think the thing came with 10 seeds. I don't know. I think I'd double planted 2 of them. I bought this little sapling box thingy with grids where you can plant them with a little bit of soil. So on the left, we have a bigger one. I call him Reapy. And then if you look carefully here, on the right, he has a little sister, Ripette. And I'm going to keep her as a backup in case I somehow accidentally kill the first bigger one. But yeah, I'm going to grow these now. I bought
But that's only 2 peppers.
Heating lamp.
That's only 2. Is it? How many do they grow? Is it like a pepper tree? Is it a tree? Yeah, so they grow multiple peppers.
Yeah,
each.
they grow into a shrub-looking thing. I did this before when I was a bachelor in Germany. In my apartments, I grew Carolina Reaper plants, which produced a teeny tiny little pepper. Only one.
Like the Walter White of peppers. You were in your home apartment in your greasy underwear growing peppers.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, that was my hobby. So now this time I have a little bit more equipment though. I bought a heat lamp. I don't know if they're called heat lamps, but the Carolina Reapers, they like it warm. So my wife has I forget what they're called, but she bakes a lot. So she has a dough proofer. It's like a little box that keeps the dough at a certain temperature for it to rise or ferment or whatever the hell it is that they do. But I've been repurposing it. I borrowed it to keep the soil warm at a cozy 85 degree Fahrenheit. And I guess the Reapers like it. And I got them a lamp, so now they're growing, and hopefully I can grow these out to full size.
Mm-hmm. With gardening, because I feel like it's a pretty hands-off process. Like you set it up, and then you water them once a day. Basically, that's the gardening I do. Is it more hands-on for you?
Yeah, no.
What do you? How much time does it take?
Well, for them to sprout like this, I think it took exactly 12 days. I watered them twice or 3 times during that time.
Okay.
Because they don't need that much water when they're just seeds right now.
What's exciting about the hobby then? Just seeing them grow?
I don't do it for excitement. I just do it because I don't know. It's just zen.
You do it for peppers.
First of all, plant growing it's not like an active hobby. You just kind of plant the things and then you just put
that's
them in
what
a
I
corner
mean.
for 2 weeks and you wait. Same thing with the kombucha. It's not I check on my kombucha. It's doing well. There's a baby SCOBY now on the top layer floating. But for the most part, you just put things aside and wait. I've also pickled things. Oh yeah, I was gonna say my plan is hopefully to grow these. I don't actually know how long Carolina Reapers take to bear fruits, but once they do, I hope to pickle them for you guys. You know, nicely ferment them in jars, and then I can send them. Which should...
Does pickling make it worse for us or better?
I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Well, I want to know what you. Yeah, I want to know what you pickle them in first before I put them in my mouth.
It's piss.
I don't trust you.
It's gonna be Kai's piss.
Yeah.
I know him. I've spoken to him a long time.
No.
Yeah, listen to that laugh.
We'll see. Maybe we can have the audience vote. But so my only issue is it's gonna be easy to send it to Andrew because he's in the US, but you're in Australia. And I already know that your country's dumb fucking import laws are gonna treat my peppers like some bioweapon. And you're probably gonna need a special permit from the government.
Oh yeah.
Well,
oh yeah.
spicy,
shame.
but...
How sad my government's trying to protect me against your piss-soaked peppers.
Yeah, and if Jackson can't eat it, I'm just not going to eat it out of solidarity. Sorry, man. That's all there is to it. Darn.
We're going to eat these peppers.
He'll find a way to smuggle it into Australia. I know Kai is dedicated to this cause.
Yeah.
If it arrives at my doorstep, I will eat it.
Okay, it might just be hidden in like a, I don't know, like a Russian nesting doll.
How do people usually smuggle stuff? Like, don't they put them in cakes and stuff, or is that an old story? Like, I thought,
cartoon. Like, you're thinking of Files.
What do you mean Files? What's that?
Breaking you out of prison.
Oh yeah, putting Files in cakes, right? Yeah, but can you do that? Yeah, at least.
Oh, put the Carolina Reaper in a cake and make us a delicious cake instead of a painful pepper. You know, this might be a crazy idea, but how about for the next pepper parade, we eat something delicious and tasty and good to eat instead of just painful and annoying. Radical thought, I know, but
the audience will love to make it. Watch us eat very tasty things.
We'll review it and say how lovely it is. Talk about the texture, the flavor, like a spicy.
That's just mukbang.
Yeah, we'll have a nice spicy turkey sandwich with like a peppered cheese. It'll be delicious.
Boo.
Now, everyone in the chat, I'm reading it right now. Everyone is saying that's a great idea. Everyone wants to see it. Pepper Parade old. Welcome in Yummy Parade. Yummy Parade. Hashtag Yummy Parade 2025. The Yummy Parade.
I wasn't sold until he gave it a cool name. Now,
Yummy Parade 2025, where we eat yummy, delicious food and have a wonderful fucking time and just relax and a little bit of spice, a little kick, a little heat, but you know, nothing unenjoyable.
Not too much.
Yeah,
I would honestly prefer to do the pepper over a mukbang. Mukbangs disgust me. Watching mukbang content is the most disgusting stuff I've ever seen on YouTube. Like Kai was just saying, like eating live squids and stuff. I know that's not all mukbangs, but it's a large amount of them. Stuff like that, it's yucky.
I think it's because most people exaggerate mukbangs to be as gross as humanly possible. Like they chew with their mouths open and slather it around and eat way too much.
I don't get it.
You know?
I really don't get it. Why do people like watching people eat? I get it for like the spicy stuff, but like you're sitting there watching content on YouTube of people in cars eating fast food, and I'm like, why? What is the drive here to watch this? I don't get it. It can't be a fetish thing because they have large view counts. Like it's not some niche thing where people are jerking off to it. I can't.
There are a lot of perverts in the world, Jackson.
Yeah, if it's a challenge, I get it. If it's a challenge, I get it. If it's like, I'm going to eat all this pound of food and break a world record. Sure, cool. I'm going to eat this world's spiciest pepper. Yeah, fine. But the people who do just go, I ordered a lot of McDonald's. I'm going to eat that now. That's just pointless garbage to me. I don't know why people watch that either. Why?
Also, what's the point? Like, if you're going to it for, like, informational advice about what McDonald's order, like, if it's a McDonald's review or whatever, like, I think you have your priorities wrong if you're watching reviews for McDonald's food. Spoiler alert,
the filet of fish sandwich is only good after your 12th filet of fish sandwich. The first 11 suck, but when you eat the 12th, that's when it's delicious. That's my review. It's just sad shit.
Well, I was going to say, I saw a documentary about them doing this in Japan, and there were a lot of young Japanese men saying that they watch it out of loneliness. So they'll tune into a girl's stream where she's just eating, and not like mukbang eating where the point is just to be gross, but her just eating fries normally. But they just pretend that they're on a date and
they're not there for the food
because they're so lonely.
Yeah, they're not there for the food. They'd be watching her anyway if she wasn't eating.
That applies to all streaming content in general, unless there's a gimmick. There's a reason that the number one priority of streamers is community rather than the actual content or the presentation, because they just want to foster that regularity, that, oh, come hang out with me, watch me, stay with my audience and my vibe. That's the whole point. It's lonely people or people who just want company or comfort. It's shitty content, but it's like the biggest thing in the world because people are lonely and desperate.
Because we're going through a loneliness epidemic.
Yeah, definitely part of it.
We can break that cycle. Nobody wants to watch us eat peppers because they like to watch us eat. They want to see the tears. Well, then let's not eat peppers. They want to see the pain.
Well, no, you didn't have to keep talking. We just don't have to eat the peppers. You said, and I quote, no one wants to watch us eat peppers. That's it. Okay, at the end.
No, we need, if anything, we need those like, you know those devices they put on guys in movies where like the camera is attached to their heads? Like a GoPro zooming in on your eyes just so we can get the tears in 4K. That's what we need.
You should insert a little camera into the pepper that goes into our stomach, and then we can see all the damage it inflicts on our insides. The pain.
I mean, they do have those little the little medical cameras. I've seen that at house where he makes them swallow like a pill can.
That's such good content. Let's get colonoscopies and endoscopies and just put them live on the podcast. Tours of our intestinal tract.
Has that ever been done before? Probably.
Has anyone ever gotten a colonoscopy?
No.
I think
has
so.
it ever been put on YouTube before? Like the actual camera view? Like has PewDiePie taken a colonoscopy and put it on YouTube?
It's going to happen. And if it hasn't, someone's going to do it.
Would we be trained creators?
Because people are going to want to watch it for some reason.
I genuinely didn't know this though. I thought that technology was reserved for like, medical emergencies and stuff, like putting those little cameras inside you.
No.
But no, apparently pro athletes like take little pills that have like that track all their body information, as well as like have little cameras on them, so their trainers can like check their insides and stuff to make sure that they're all correct or whatever. They're like training right, I guess, or they're healthy. So it must be way more accessible than I previously
Well, the technology has changed.
Accessible is relative. Well, also $1 million athletes have millions of dollars in whole medical teams, you know.
No, but I did look it up, and it was like 300. I think it was like $300 or something for one of those little pills.
Which is nothing to the NBA, you know? They don't give a fuck.
I mean, technology has advanced. Yeah, cameras are tiny now. I mean, I can see that, yeah. Little pill.
Yeah.
Whose job is it to fish them out and like wash the poo off, though?
They probably pay a single guy, and that's his only job, because pro sports have one guy for one job for everything. They have so much money, they don't care.
Pill boy.
Yeah. Poop pill sports
it's like
boy.
The water boy.
Fetch my poop pill boy.
So this is my LinkedIn resume from 2010 to 2018. I was an NBA poop pill boy. I top in my class, top in my field. Worked for the Lakers, the Heat, the Orlando Magic, all of them. Oh yeah, got all their poop pills. What a job.
So what? I think like a fan would do that for free though. Like, if they were smart businessmen at the NBA, I think they could run their entire organization of just volunteer workers and stuff like that.
There's
like,
one of those, the mukbang girls alone could find at least 10,000 men willing, getting in line and crawling all over each other like Z-Day, just to dig through her poo for the fucking pill. And then upload the footage to their own computers.
You could walk down the street right now, especially down the streets of Chicago, and say, hey, what would you do if you had Michael Jordan's turd? If you just had a log of shit that was his, verified his, what would you do with it? I bet 50% of them would say, I'd frame it. I would get it preserved. I would show it off in my house. That's sports fandom. You know, that's how crazy they get.
Yeah, imagine being that big of a deal where people are framing your literal turds like every single time you go to the toilet.
Well, not just sports. I mean, I am firmly convinced that Swifties would do the same thing with her poo. Right?
Any fandom.
They would probably wear it around their necks like a pendant.
You take young, lonely, impressionable people and you give them an idol, and they will cut chunks out of their entire lives just to have part of them.
Well, okay, but I think if Taylor Swift took a shit and gave it to me, I'd probably keep it too. Not even from like enjoying the shit angle, but like I've actually got her schwit. Yeah, I've got a
Taylor Schwit.
Okay. Like I could sell it on eBay, right?
Yeah.
I could do something with that. That's a substantial object.
Back when eBay was new, this is like a foggy memory in my brain. Maybe we can look it up. But I remember one of the biggest listings was like Leonardo DiCaprio's hair or something like that, and it was big news at the time because everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is happening over the internet. That's insane!" And it went for like thousands and thousands of dollars or some shit.
I think in order to sell the shit on eBay, though, you'd probably need to do like a DNA test and a certificate of authentication to prove that
We looked up that woman who sells shit baked goods. Remember?
Yeah, and she's not even famous.
And she had to. So not only did she make good money from it, but she had to market like Biohazard and get a whole bunch of like shipping clearances for it. So if you want to go through that work, maybe you'll have a schwit one day.
Remember how many reviews she had too? She was a very successful businesswoman, and also she got so successful that she had to shut down her business because it was taking up too much of her time and it wasn't worth it anymore in terms of how much money she was making.
Brilliant idea. We try something new. Instead of the pepper parade again, we eat her shit brownies.
No, oh my god.
Well, I don't see why this is a bad idea.
You can substitute.
I can substitute. Okay, thank God. Piss peppers or shit brownies? What a lovely menu. Decisions.
Kai's putting together quite the cafe.
You came up with the piss.
True.
It's like Indian street food. Wonderful. Great.
You're going to be diabolical and like soak them in Carolina Reaper juice. Like it's not going to be good. It's just not.
Yeah, you're not going to be nice.
Well, I can eat the Reapers and then poo into baked goods for you if that's truly what you desire.
I'll think about it, man. I'll think about it.
Yeah, he's making a compelling argument. I'll take the pepper. I was happy with the pepper. I'm fine with the pepper. Just don't do anything weird to it.
I'm not doing anything weird to it. Pickling is easy. You just use brine. If you want piss in it, if you insist, I might be persuaded.
I'm not on whatever Andrew's on. I just want normal pepper. Nothing else. No shit.
I want to at least spice it up if we're recycling content from 6 years ago.
Wait, actually, Night Nurse? That would actually go hard if it was just brined in Night Nurse.
See, that's a newer idea to me. I want to do Night Nurse and we have to stay awake for the whole episode. I think that'd be fun. Fuck yeah.
That would actually be pretty funny.
Yeah.
I won't pass up on an option to take more Night Nurse. I just don't think we'd be able to get it. That's the issue.
True. All right. I will do the regional challenge based on import laws. Jackson, you have to take Night Nurse and stay up for the episode. Kaya, you eat your pepper and you have to deal with the pain for the whole episode. And I'll finally start #yummy parade 2025 and I'll make a incredible toasted turkey and Swiss sandwich on a wonderful French brioche bread. It'll be incredible. You won't believe it.
So I'm passed out drooling, Kaya's in agony, and you're just really enjoying your meal.
That's a great episode, if you ask me. I don't see a single problem with it.
How about you braise a steak and pee?
Ugh. Can we stop talking about piss and shit?
No. That's the crux of our
Andrew,
podcast.
Are you at the point where you're just too old for pain now?
No, I mean, I'm going to do it. I'm just making jokes. I don't want to do it, but I will do it, especially if the fans want to see it. I'm fine with it. It's just it's one of those, like, you ever watch Jackass and you can tell there's a stunt they don't want to do and they're just kind of like, okay, but camera's rolling. Let's get this over with.
Well, that's kind of my point. Like, you know what's sadder? Like, watching Jackass back in the day was really cool and fun, and you could tell there was a lot of energy and they were all excited by it, and it was, you know, it was entertaining because of that. But then I was depressed watching the most recent Jackass where they're all like 50-year-old men still doing the same thing of like hurting themselves for our entertainment. It kind of got sad. Like, you could tell that like they were actually putting themselves in substantial danger,
especially because like they don't need to do that anymore. Like, why are you demeaning yourself like this? And it always reminds me of Boogie, like the Boogie kind of person. Like, you're in your 50s and you're letting me splash you in the skull with a water balloon. Where's your fucking dignity? But well, I don't know. I don't think even if you didn't do a pepper parade, I would still be growing these because I kind of like the taste of them. And the way they smelled, just very, way too hot. But you can just like take a tiny flake and put it in your dishes.
I'll weigh in. I'll weigh in on something I do actually believe, and the audience is going to hate this, but I'm sorry. I'm old now. I'm 32. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I think rather than doing another pepper parade, which we have done like, 3 times now, the same thing, I would literally rather just taste it and review it and see, like, I'd rather enjoy it, do something different. Maybe even not that, but not just, oh, we ate it and it hurts, which we've done before multiple times. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
I'd be down to make pepper dishes. Like,
that'd be great.
We could make Carolina ice cream. We could make a Carolina drink. And, I don't know, Carolina bread? I don't fucking know.
See, I like that more. I would cook a nice salmon fillet with a bed of white rice and broccoli, and I would season it with your Carolina pepper and try that. I think that's a more different idea than the same things we've been doing.
Well, spoiler alert, that's why I want to pickle them. That's happening regardless of you guys. I want to ferment these fuckers and see how it tastes. I'm very curious.
I mean, I would be more willing to try them in a pickle solution as well than just straight up, you know. I just think it'd be more interesting if we presented it in a, look, Kaya's peppers, we're trying them, rather than doing what the whole internet was doing back in 2017.
I like that. This is like a homegrown meal. Okay, but if we do this, then you guys have to also, whatever it is you are doing, like ice cream from scratch, get like one of those Ninja Creamies.
Yeah, of course.
And make your own ice cream from milk.
I was going to say, what about like a pepper milkshake?
Yeah, it's still going to hurt. Sure. It's still going to hurt. It's just not going to be us sitting there vomiting for 35 minutes. It's still going to be uncomfortable and painful, but at least I'll say, ooh, it really complements the broccoli.
Something interesting.
You know? Yeah, exactly.
The shit Twinkie.
The pepper elevates the earthy flavors.
It's very nutty undertones here.
Oh, God.
Or we just go hard and grind them straight into our eyes and see what happens. Fuck it. Whatever.
Well, that's new. Yeah, we never
haven't done that before either.
I want to do like, I do like the idea of food reviews for the show, but like more like, I guess focused. Like, I want to send you guys a bunch of like Australian themed food that only we have over here and have you eat them. Like, have you guys, I know it's a big one, but have you guys tried Vegemite before?
I feel like I did once, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, I want to make you eat Vegemite. I want to see that happen on the show.
See, I'd do that. I just want different stuff. I don't mind eating gross or awful stuff, but like, you know, like hit me with surströmming, hit me with century eggs, hit me with Vegemite. Sure. That's what I want. So Kai, if you pickle it or do something different, I'll totally down.
What is century eggs? What is that?
Those are, I don't know the exact thing, but they're like fermented whole duck eggs that are actually like fertilized. So they're a duck embryo in them. I think that's it, unless the century eggs are the ones fermented in piss. There's two.
Yeah, there's Chinese eggs.
Yeah, I mixed two up.
Are you thinking of balut, which is popular in Thailand, I think. Balut is vile.
Balut is the whole duck embryo. Century eggs are the Chinese ones that are fermented in piss. And they're just
but it's not just piss. It's piss of young boys, right? From what I remember.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Like virgin boy piss?
Yeah, we can bend the rules a little bit. We don't have to be authentic.
What is it with you and piss? I'm not a virgin.
I just want to date and fucking eat some piss, damn it. I'm tired of drinking it. I want to chew it. Balut's, you said Balut's vile, Kaya? I watched a thing on it not that long ago, and people said it was not terrible. Is it that bad?
My internet is shitting itself.
Oh, God, our internet's cutting out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, internet bad.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We'll go to our sponsor now and fix these internet issues. Goodbye.
Nice, good save. Mint isn't just a delicious herb that you throw in your drinks every now and then. It's also the best way of saving you money each month on your wireless phone plan. I tell people all of the time that you can get a premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, and it blows their goddamn minds away. They've never seen such savings before, and that's possible with Mint. There's so much money you could be saving. It's a ridiculous amount, and they're not weak wireless plans either. You're not losing out on anything with a Mint mobile plan. I know people usually think like, whoa, this is so affordable and cheap. What am I missing out on? And with Mint Mobile, you're not missing out on a single thing, because Mint Mobile uses the nation's largest 5G network, and the plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text. Kaya himself uses Mint every single day, and he loves it, and he's the hardest person to please ever, so if he loves it, you know, you will too. On top of that, you can use your own phone with any Mint mobile plan, and you can even bring your own phone number and your existing contacts, so you don't have to leave anyone behind. So to get your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, you want to head to mintmobile.com/official. That's mintmobile.com/official. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/official. Now we get to speed up the tempo a bit. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on the unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Links below. Go check them out. It helps out the show a lot, and it saves yourself some money as well on bills that you're already going to be paying if you've got wireless plans. So it is just a saving of money for you. Thank you very much if you do check out Mint Mobile, and thank you to Mint. And now some words about sleep. You guys aren't stupid. You know sleeping's important. You know you shouldn't be waking up grumpy. So sleep on a Helix mattress instead. We've been partnered with Helix Sleep for a long time here at the official network, and we've all slept on Helix mattresses for many nights of our lives. I've always found personally that my sleep has been the best after a trip on the old Helix mattress, and that's why we have no problem at all whatsoever recommending Helix Sleep at the end of the day. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this about myself, but I have scoliosis, so my spine is all bent out of shape, and it looks like a question mark on x-ray machines, so that's kind of cool, but it can make sleeping pretty annoying sometimes, but with Helix Sleep, I've never woken up with a sore back, so they must be doing something right. They also have a sleep quiz on their website, which is designed to match you up with the best mattress for your body, so you can, design the mattress to whatever specifications you need. If you're a side sleeper, if you're a back sleeper, if you like your mattress to run cold during the night, etc. There's all these options here on the sleep quiz to make sure that you're getting the best mattress for you. And look, that's super important, because you spend like half of your life sleeping or something, I think. I guess it's more like a third of your life, because if you're sleeping 8 hours a day, that's a third of the day. But yeah, think about it, right? Beds stay with you for something like 10 years on average. So you're going to be spending literal years on the mattress you end up buying. So make sure it's a good one. Make sure it's designed best for your body and sleeping style. And with Helix Sleep, those things become a lot easier, and you can rest easy knowing that the mattress you're on top of has your back. So just go to helixsleep.com/official. That's helixsleep.com/official to get 20% off your mattress order right now. If you're looking for a mattress, or it's time to replace your existing mattress, I highly recommend Helix Sleep as your sleep partner. So go to helixsleep.com/official for that 20% off. That's a huge amount. Links below in the description. Huge thanks if you check them out. It helps out the show immensely, and it helps out your back a lot as well when you sleep. And a big thank you to Helix for being a long-time supporter of the show and network. They've supported us for years at this point, both in terms of sleep and helping out the show. So big thank you to Helix. If you want to support the show, that's a great way of doing it, is going and checking them out and trying out their mattresses. So thank you very much. And now back to the show.
I was going to ask you, Kaya, you said balut is disgusting. I watched a video on it not long ago, and most people said it was fine, like texture kind of gross. Other than that, fine. Did you not like it?
I've never had it. That just looks disgusting. Look at this.
Oh.
This is cause enough for nuclear warfare. Ew. How?
Why would you eat that?
Know.
Why not?
Right.
Why not just
you
eat
eat
normal
aborted
egg?
babies too?
Okay,
That's disgusting.
You're at a fancy restaurant. You just ordered the duck a la king, and halfway through you say, what if it was not born? There you go. There's balut. There's got to be someone who thought like that. So,
Chad is right. Yummers.
For audio listeners, balut is a literal unborn duck egg. So you take an egg and you crack it open, and imagine if with the yolk, there's just half a duck fetus in it. And you can Google it. You can look it up pictures.
Words can't describe it. It's like an
abortion.
actual egg. Like a baby duck.
An actual egg.
There.
No one will ever know what that means. Words can't describe it.
If you can imagine this.
Yeah, check this shit out. There's this thing called an egg.
If you rip a baby out of a womb, slimy duckling baby with veins and like slime all over it, and the placenta and shit. Okay, I don't want to look at this anymore.
I've never heard of that.
Like a fucking From Software thing.
It's a Dark Souls enemy.
It would be, actually.
When you crack it open, it goes, ha, 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 ha. You have to dodge roll to eat it. I'd love it.
I just looked up the 50 weirdest foods from around the world, and number 1 is so fucking tame compared to what I just saw with the balut or whatever the fuck that was called. Number 1 on this fucking list is just chicken's feet. Give me chicken's feet every single day of the week over that.
Wait, chicken have feet?
Yeah, like
they never have feet when I eat them at restaurants. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Number 5 is tuna eyeballs. That's way grosser than chicken's feet. What have they got against chicken's feet?
Also, a lot of these everyone knows. Everyone knows what tripe is. Everyone knows what haggis is. Like, come on, hit me with the weird ones.
Haggis doesn't even deserve to be on that list.
Black pudding, aka blood sausage, that's not unusual at all. That's really common. You can get that in tons of Spam? Jackson, this list was made by a 5th grader. What the fuck?
Wait. Does it get progressively worse as you go down? Because number 10 is the century egg.
Okay, let's keep going and see what happens. Kids. Sure.
Well,
maybe I did it the wrong way around. Yeah, let me go. Okay, yeah, I think these get worse as we go down.
Wasp crackers in Japan. I should have had that. Damn, I never tried that.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that could be good.
We have decomposed shark carcass.
Jackson, number 16 is witchetty grubs.
Hey, Australia.
Australia mentioned. Australia reference.
But wait, witchetty grubs is way less weird than everything else. It's literally just a worm.
Okay, but a lot of these are literally just like number 12 is grasshoppers. Like, who cares? Oh boy.
Yeah.
How weird.
Yeah, 21 is stink bugs.
A lot of these are just bugs, like people being grossed out by bugs.
24 is Vegemite. So that's on here for some
Marmite.
reason.
Yeah.
Everyone eats Vegemite in Australia. It's not that weird. Kangaroo,
steak tartare is weird. I swear this was written by a guy who never left his house and saw it and went, ooh, yucky, ew, raw steak. Ew.
There we go. 38 is balut. So I don't think this is in order because this is like, yeah. Balut was next to oysters.
Southern fried rattlesnake is weird. That's not weird.
Jackson, would you rather eat the virgin piss boy eggs or would you rather have baby mice of wine?
Oh.
It's literally a wine bottle full of dead baby mice.
Ooh, I got a good quiz for you guys. I got a good quiz. Okay, Jackson, I hope you didn't see this on the list. This is the name of the dish. You guys tell me what it is. Okay, it's from China and it's called Dragon in the Flame of Desire.
That sounds way too cool for something that's just going to boil down to something soaked in piss from virgin kids or whatever. They need to go less hard on the name when we know what they're eating.
Hit me with your best guess. What is the Dragon in the Flame of Desire?
It's a lizard fried or stewed in period blood.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's got to be something. So there's desire in there. So it's going to be like the genitals or something.
Okay.
What's big over there that they would eat? Something, the cock of something.
Okay.
The dick of the bull dick.
Bull dick, you said?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna due to Price is Right rules, give it to Jackson. You were close enough. It's yak's penis.
Hey.
Yeah, yak penis. Everybody, famous in Beijing.
What is a yak?
It's kind of an offshoot of a buffalo or a bull. It's kind of the same family.
So it's close enough then.
Yeah. Good for you, Jackson. I'm so proud.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're looking at cows and you're like, I don't want the rest of that delicious meat on them, I want their cock. I think there's something wrong. Like, surely that just tastes like muscle. I don't think that would taste very good. But what do I know?
Yeah, I think I'll stick with my peppers. Thank you.
I don't actually know what I'd prefer to eat. See, I'd try a yak penis. Because the difference is when I eat Kaya's peppers, let's say when, I just know it's gonna hurt. It's just gonna be, ooh, ow, my mouth, ooh, my throat, this sucks. But if I eat a yak's penis, the worst that'll happen is I go, oh, that's kind of gross, and then I spit it out and I'm done. Whereas with the Carolina Reapers, it's like you got 20 more minutes of this.
That's not true. That's not true.
But you have to swallow it though.
Oh,
the penis.
Ooh. Well, hang on. I'm no stranger to swallowing penis. The yak is what's throwing me off.
The worst that could happen is not that you just spit it out and go, ooh, yucky. The worst that could happen is you eat it and it like triggers some cannibalistic desire in your brain where all you want now is yak penis. Like
that
forever.
happened to a friend I knew. That's right. He got yak penis fever.
No, I mean, the worst thing is gonna be that we're gonna point at you and say you ate a dick, and you're never gonna live it
like
down.
elementary school kids.
Yeah, like children.
And I gotta throw up my hands and be like, "Yeah, sorry, I ate a yak penis. Okay, that's what happened."
Yeah, you can never undo that.
Sometimes you get a little drunk and a yak penis slips into your mouth, and then afterwards we cooked and ate it. But you know, things happen.
It's just college.
Everyone eats a yak penis in college. What's our primary demographic? 17 to 24. I would wager 90% of our audience has eaten a yak penis in some form. It's very common college thing.
Is it legal to eat yak penis in America? And if so, is there a menu in America that serves it?
So if you want an equivalent for America, Rocky Mountain oysters is a very common thing, and that's just fried buffalo testicles, and you can get those all over the fucking place.
Oh, that was the oyster thing. So those aren't oysters.
No.
That's what I saw on the list before. I thought they were oysters.
No, they're a little haha funny joke. The oyster of the buffalo, ha ha ha. No, it's their testicles they fry and serve with a sauce. And you can get those in probably half the United States. Anywhere that's like the Midwest or the mountains or the, it's common. Get it everywhere.
See, this always leads me to think like you know the age-old thought experiment where it's like who came up with milking cows for the first time? What a weirdo, haha, that kind of shit. Like, but that is genuinely my thought process for like this Rocky Mountain oysters. Like, who did this for the first time and was like, I want to eat that cow's testicles?
It's a primitive thing.
People eat it because they think it grants them the power of the bull's sexual prowess. In case you don't know, you know about poaching and how species go extinct? That's like 99% of that is because impotent Chinese men want to, say, ground up like an animal's penis and eat it. And they think it's going to make their dicks hard again. Yeah,
it's a lot of like spiritual things, right? Spiritual things like, gives you stronger boners or something.
It's called traditional Chinese medicine. Yeah, so they just hunt animals to extinction thinking, this is going to make my micro penis bigger. It doesn't help, but I would imagine that like ball sack eating comes from the same line of thought. You know, I don't know if it works.
That could play a factor, but Jackson, also factor in true starvation. Imagine you're an old caveman. You're hunting in the bush and you find a buffalo and you ram a spear into its brain and kill it. And this could be the only thing you have to eat for the next like 3 weeks. Right? So you eat all the bones.
I mean, that's what you want to make sure you eat every part of it.
Yeah, you look at the balls and dick and go, well, let me try eating that. Maybe it's good.
That's not what we're talking about with Rocky Mountain oysters. No caveman was deep frying bull testicles in his cave.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he had a George Foreman Pro deep fryer.
They might have been.
He put a little bit of Mrs. Dash on it, popped it in the fryer for 5 to 10, pulled it out, let them cool, and then dipped them in honey mustard.
Wasn't a thing. You know they had fire, right? You can like cut up an animal. It doesn't matter what part it is. You hold it over a fire. Well, not deep fry, but like you cook it. Where did deep frying come from?
Deep frying
Rocky Mountain oysters are deep fried.
No, deep frying's the modern part. People back then would roast it in a stew, usually. That was the easiest way to cook tough meats. You'd break it down in a pot of stew.
I get that back in caveman times, like eating everything, but like in the modern sense, we're deep frying bull testicles now, and I just don't understand. Like,
have you had
who started that?
Have you had one?
No, I guess it could be. I guess it could be young.
You better shut the fuck up, because they might be delicious. You have no idea.
They might be.
Yeah.
Someone from the Rocky Mountain, where's that? That's in...
that would be like Colorado. Colorado's the most popular one in that region, but
it's like Central America, right?
Yeah, I mean, Central of America,
yeah.
So that would be...
If anyone's from there who's listening, let us know how bull testicles taste.
That would be places like Wyoming, North and South Dakota, Montana... Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, shit like that. States like that would probably do it.
Those who've enjoyed Rocky Mountain oysters describe them as having a texture akin to calamari. Okay. I do like calamari, so...
Pass. You should eat testicles. Ooh, maybe you could put the peppers in the testicles.
Pesticles.
Potesticles.
Yeah. Potesticles. Yummy.
Yeah. Put them in there. Put them in the oven or deep fry them, whatever you prefer.
I have to give this to audio listeners because I love how you haven't swapped off of it. Kaya has been looking at a thumbnail to a video for like the last 5 minutes, and it just says eating my body weight in testicles. Yeah. He's just had that on
that Liver King dude.
Liver King guy?
Yeah, it's Liver King.
He eats raw testicles and milk, like testicle
What's his whole thing?
cereal
He's like, his claim is that he only eats raw stuff and he's fully natty, but he looks like he's on,
well, his whole thing, and he's kind of a genius. He's kind of the savior of fitness on YouTube. Is he does steroids and then claims he doesn't, and comes up with literally anything he wants to say that he doesn't. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I usually don't like the accusing fit people of cheating thing because it almost always makes you sound envious. But this guy genuinely always looks like he's 2 minutes away from a heart attack. Like if you watch his videos, he's super red in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. It's very clearly not healthy weight mass. Like, there's no way.
I mean, I really do think that like most people at like crazy levels of fitness like that are on steroids. Like most of the actors and stuff we see in movies, like it doesn't come from an envious place.
Yeah, the actors, yeah. No, I was gonna say, I get the actors. Of course, they're like usually on something. They can afford the best teachers. They can afford the teachers, trainers, and the best medication. They don't even need to like do it under the table either. They can just go to their $1 million Hollywood doctors, and the guy will just give them testosterone.
They're also buffed up in the movies these days. There was not a leak, but a big discussion how in one of the Thor movies, Chris Hemsworth is in great shape, fantastic, but they would literally CGI him to be bigger and more muscular in the movies, and just never mentioned it or called attention to it, and people thought that's how big he actually was.
What's funny
same
is
with
that
Mario.
People will also
in the
see
Mario
actors
movie. I was going to say, in the Mario movie, they made him seem way stronger than he is.
He doesn't actually jump that high in real life. Maybe 3 feet max. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not that big and muscly, believe it or not. Anyway, that was a dumb joke that got interrupted by Kaya. Please continue.
I love fucking Discord delays, baby.
Yeah, it's fun.
180 millisecond delay. I was just going to say, I find it funny when people look at actors on off season. Like when Jason Statham is just at a beach with like his friends and he's just chilling, in between movie shootings, and he kind of looks like he has a dad bod or like a mild guts or just a higher body fat percentage than in his movies. And immediately people clown on him for getting fat, which is, that's just how a human looks before they starve themselves for a movie role.
Stop shaming celebrities.
They have it rough.
Men especially.
They have it so rough. Male famous celebrities with millions and incredible bodies. Stop shaming them.
Can't even enjoy their exclusive moments, like hiring out entire beaches to hang out with their supermodels and stuff.
Gets to retire at literally any point they want and live forever without any stress or worry, but shame on you. How could they live like that?
I do. Then again, I feel like Elon's has to be the worst of the worst, right? As far as like celebrity, like candid shots at a beach goes.
I mean, he is so bad though at it.
It's also because he fell from grace. If he was still likable, people would definitely make fun of him, but it'd be kind of a, Elon, you're a little chunky. Okay, bye-bye. But these days, people want to just eviscerate him with words because of how far he's fallen in public perception.
Oh, I mean, they genuinely hate him, just like more than Hitler now, I think. But I mean, just that aside, the commentary aside, just visually, he does look like he looks really goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks very goofy. He's a very goofy looking dude.
Oh,
who's going through a bit of a transformation at the moment?
Oh, are you going to say who I'm going to say? Let's say it at the same time, Jackson.
Zuck.
Yeah. Well, Kaya ruined it, but that's okay. Mark Zuckerberg looks like a normal fucking human being these days. What did he do?
He went from remember the photo on the surfboard where he was covered in sunscreen? I remember we were like making fun of that at some point. And how he looks like an android, but now he looks like a Zoomer almost. He's like de-aged 40 years or something.
His fashion choice is a little
fuckboy.
His fashion choice is a little weird. I'll definitely concede that, but he got a much better haircut. He looks like he's in better shape. Like he looks more like a regular human being these days instead of the automaton he used to be. I was shocked.
Yeah, he definitely looks much less robot now.
Yeah.
He's dressing like a normal person, kind of.
A funny tweet I saw is saying that like with all the advances we're making in AI, Zuckerberg is looking more and more human. What a coincidence. And he really does.
Yeah.
Like, look at him.
Absolutely.
He actually just looks
Yeah.
like a regular guy here,
So-
as opposed to, for audio listeners, it's just him sitting with a regular shirt. He has some sort of a necklace, and he just looks normal. He looks like an actual human.
He got a stylist or something.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
he grew his hair out, and it's way more flattering to his face. He wears better clothes. They're a little baggy, but much better than what he used to
I
wear.
think that's the style. I think that's genuinely like he
it's
got a
probably him
stylist.
styling for sure. Yeah, but he really just changed into a regular fucking human being now. I could see him walking down the street instead of whatever the fuck he used to be. This pale.
Which honestly makes me think that he is a robot that has like discovered how to upgrade himself. Like this doesn't disprove the whole robot allegations. He might just be self-improving at an increased rate. Like I don't think.
Oh, he's like what's his face? David from the Alien movies, where like he just keeps getting smarter and stronger. With
the
each
android.
iteration.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the new Mark Zuckerberg iteration that's come out. They release a new one every year that's just starts to get more and more attractive.
We're on Zuck 6.0 now.
Well, he started working out, and that's what it started with. I feel like the Way of the Sun and Steel really did him some good.
Yeah, well,
not
that's
as
no
pale
surprise.
Have you guys seen the new glasses he announced? Which
The
look like this,
dork
which are very
goggles.
thick. Yeah, which are amazing.
Yeah.
For audio, imagine the cartoon like nerd goggles, but thicker somehow.
Mhm.
The kind that SpongeBob wears.
Yes,
when he's jellyfishing.
They're literally the ones that you would draw in a cartoon to like symbolize this guy gets bullied a lot.
Yeah,
This guy's a nerd.
you would push those up after getting shoved into a locker. That is exactly what those glasses were made for.
Yeah.
This is a 90s cartoon character going, "Oh, fellas, are we used to coming over for Bloodstorm 6 after school?" Like that guy. So what do these glasses do? I've seen them. I saw that there's a Meta glasses
They
thing.
get you
What do they
bullied.
do?
They get you bullied. Just AR.
Ah.
Well, Zuckerberg's whole philosophy has been the opposite of Apple, where you know how Apple makes these super duper premium Apple Vision Pro, and then it's like a 5 kilo thing you have to strap to your skull with like a battery pack and everything with pass through. Zuckerberg's whole deal has been, well, if we're gonna make VR headsets, it has to be affordable for a normie,
Right.
You know, like a regular person,
Which is true.
9 to 5. So
You need mass
which
appeal.
is true, which is the smart thing to do in my
100%.
opinion. Like you can't be having headsets that are $4,000 or like $3,500 where
and then expect the
Zuckerberg
user base to
thinks they
take
should
off.
be-
I was very vocal back when this
Yeah.
was all new stuff, like the shift to Meta and the VR stuff. I was in favor of it. It did not pan out. Like the metaverse is embarrassing and a lot of the decisions are bad. But from day one, I always said I think they have the right idea. They're pushing it the right way. They're going about it the right way.
Well, yeah, you need two things, right? You need ease of use. There shouldn't be a bunch of wires that you need to set up. You shouldn't need to spend like 30
Adoption.
minutes, you know, setting it up in order to use it. And then you also need a compelling price point, which all the early VR headsets, like the Oculus Rift, they sucked at both those things. You had to spend ages setting it up, and you need to spend like $3,000. Remember when with the early Oculus stuff, you needed to like set up the way stations in certain places in your room. So you needed a full room dedicated to VR and thousands of dollars to do that. There was never going to be like any kind of crazy adoption on them. But with what Oculus is doing now, it's Oculus, right? Quest? Meta, I think, right?
Meta.
That's the name of it.
It's called
Meta, the
Quest
Meta
now.
Quest,
Yeah.
which is Facebook.
Yeah, with what they're
same
doing,
thing.
it's way better, obviously. You just put it on, it takes 1 second to set up. You can do it in any room. And they're like $500, which is the perfect price point.
For like the max model too, like if you want the maximum storage, it doesn't even have to be 500, I think.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like the price of a Nintendo Switch if you get some certain model.
I was gonna say it is very similar to how the Switch costs like 300 something bucks versus now the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be like 800, you know. If you want adoption, which I think you do with VR because it's such a fledgling technology.
Well, you need the adoption to get the games.
You need the adoption, and the thing is, like, if I want to play VR with all of my friends, we can't all afford to shill out like $4,000 for Apple headsets. But all of us, even on like a regular salary, we can afford a Meta Quest for 300, 400, whatever bucks it is. You know, you save up for it, you can get it.
I think the real only problem still existing with the Meta Quest is obviously the lack of games, but also you can only really play it for like 30 minutes, I find, before it starts to still
you
become
have to get used to
annoyance.
It. But no, I have both. I have both a Valve Index and a Meta Quest. I think I have the two. And the Valve Index is a very impressive VR headset. It looks great visually. It has controllers that react to each individual finger. It's very comfortable. But the problem is it requires 2 giant base stations and God knows how many cables to run to your computer to get it to work properly. Yeah, and I just know myself, even though I have both, and the Steam Index is a much more impressive piece of equipment. If I'm doing VR, I'm using the fucking Quest. That's it, hands down. Because
just
to throw it on and not have to worry about setup is amazing. Just absolutely amazing.
Which is why I think like the next step is probably like these glasses, like just something that you pop on like that, and it creates the world around you. Like it's so much better than wearing a helmet. You need to solve that.
Yeah. Plus, you know, we're making fun of it, but it's like obviously these are gonna get thinner and thinner in coming years. In like 2 decades, these are gonna look like the thinnest glasses imaginable and shit. So you know, don't mistake this for us being ignorant rubes.
Compare the VR today to the fucking Virtua Boy from the 90s of Nintendo. You know, look at how much progress we made in 20, 30 years. If these are coming out now, think what we'll have in 20 years with this technology improving and getting better, you know? Google Glass was another example. It was a failed prototype, but that opened the door to whatever these do now, you know?
So much can happen in 20 years that, like, we might even have a Switch 3.
Whoa! Hey, let's not get
it's
crazy.
Gonna be wild.
That'll never happen.
You put the Joy-Cons in your ass. It's the newest innovation from
the Joy-Con suit. You have to roll around on the floor to play.
Squeeze to play it.
You become the Joy-Con.
Speaking of the Switch, by the way, Nintendo is continuing its crusade. Now, rumor has it they sent assassins to a Switch emulator's home. Are you guys... Andrew might know. Are you familiar with a project called Ryujinx?
I'm not familiar with the project, but I heard the story of what happened about it recently.
Do you know, Jackson?
No, I don't.
Well, there was an emulator called Ryujinx, and apparently there was this main developer who put quite a bit of effort into making sure that newer games run on it, playably. And people noticed that one day, this past week, the GitHub repo for it just disappeared. And then somebody on their Discord said, yesterday, GDK Chan, that's the main developer, was contacted by Nintendo and offered an agreement to stop working on the project, remove the organization and all related assets he's in control of. While awaiting confirmation of whether he would take this agreement, the organization has been removed. So I think it's safe to say what the outcome is.
He's been beheaded.
Another victim for Nintendo. He is beheaded. They hung him from a fucking bridge like the cartel.
I did a bit of snooping on this one. And here's what I believe the prevailing rumor is of what happened. The guy making the emulator was in Brazil. And Brazil has a very messy, very lax, sort of similar to China. Like copyright there is... It's a hassle, copyright protection. So Nintendo allegedly, rather than legally pursuing the emulator and taking it down, just said, hey, we will pay you off to stop this project. Here's a sum of money, close it all, just stop. And so he took the deal and just shut everything down rather than facing actual potential legal action.
I wonder
that's
how
what
much
I read.
they
It could be
him.
false, but that's what I read about it.
The only reason I would think that's false is because that just doesn't sound like Nintendo. Like even paying someone off.
That is true. I'll give you that.
They're more like would be ashamed if something happened to your mother.
Yeah. If that is the case, though, this is kind of like a good guy Nintendo moment then, because they probably could send assassins to kill him or something. Like genuinely, like they
good guy
straight up just paid him.
Nintendo Instead of ruining your life and killing your family, they pay you a little bit of money and tell you firmly to stop. That's the kindness of Nintendo we've all grown to love.
As opposed to Nintendo's mercy looks like when they don't turn you into a literal chattel slave like they did to that Bowser guy who now owes them his fucking life earnings until he dies. They're so fucking evil.
I know.
They are. And that's what I mean. So this is relatively good guy Nintendo, which is strange to see. Like they just paid him.
The problem is they're going around nuking these emulator things, and eventually we're gonna get to the point where the Switch, the last Switch game is gonna only exist on the last Switch that exists on Earth if we don't have any emulators anywhere. So sucks again for game preservation.
Well, you know exactly why they're doing it is so that they can keep charging for re-releases of the games. Like, if there's no digital preservation. We've seen it with Sony at the moment. Like they just announced a remaster of fucking Horizon, which was from like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something stupid, where it still looked fine on the PS4, and they're announcing a re-release so they can keep it at retail price. It's crazy.
Yeah, and if it would be one thing if they did just offer it, go like, hey, $15 a month, you get our Netflix of games catalog. Here's every Game Boy Advance game ever, or whatever. But the selection is pitiful. Like the Game Boy Advance, I checked it recently. It has maybe 20 games, and that emulator's been on Switch Online for a very, very long time. Meanwhile, there's so many games celebrated and heralded and whatever that just aren't available anywhere at all. You have to play a fan patch or a fan ROM or something. So what do you do in that case? You can't play it legally, You actually just can't. So I'm behind
the world Nintendo wants us to live in.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Well, it is because they want to say you can't and you'll play new game. Don't worry about old game. Play new product. So it's what they want.
Well, or the remastered one that'll come out in like 50 years.
And potentially ruin the old one, depending on how they do it. Yeah.
Andrew, you can attest to this. I thought the Japanese people were meant to be honorable. Why is Nintendo?
I did think while I was on my single trip to Japan that was a week and a half long, I did think, boy, I'm an expert on these people now. They truly are honorable, and I can say that with pride.
Nintendo has lost the way of the samurai.
Yeah, you should have pulled up to their headquarters with a katana. Like, I challenge you.
That's right. Absolutely would have worked in my favor. Well, funny enough that you mentioned that, though, Jackson. Nintendo is an old as fuck company. They started in like 1890 and have been making shit ever since.
Yeah.
So you're not entirely off about like being an old, established, honorable Japanese thing. I don't know. Maybe they're just dicks.
Bro, they probably have deals. They probably made a pact with like ancient Japanese spirits to keep the fucking company in power. It doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
But isn't like honor meant to be like a cornerstone to Japanese society? Like it's something they take extremely seriously, I thought.
I mean,
what does this?
What is this? Yeah, where are you going with this?
What does this even have to do with honor? Like they're protecting their company. That is honorable.
Yeah, they're saying you're dishonoring our company by selling our product for free. Yeah. There you go.
Actually, yeah. I guess it's my Western mindset. There is honor
so you're on Nintendo's side now, you fuck.
Yep, I've been converted.
Yeah. It's your Western cucked mindset that you want to own your own media. Which, speaking of, so I know the end times are coming because California, of all places, did something good for once with this. California's new law will force digital stores to admit you're just licensing content, not buying it. Which, TLDR, is they're probably not going to allow online stores to use the words buy or purchase anymore on shit like when you're renting a movie on Amazon, I guess.
Oh, I like that.
Or buying games.
So
which
should you
is
say rent?
Shockingly, I guess, yeah. Which is mind-blowing. Something good happening for once, which is making me very suspicious. Like, what pound of flesh will this cost us in the grand scheme of karma? Like,
you know
how
what
many
it was?
babies will now die to cancer?
I know exactly what it was. Mark Zuckerberg started getting attractive, and California said, well, we need to do what's right for our citizens with a new, more attractive Zuckerberg in town. Give them more power. And that's why this happened.
Where we phased into an alternate universe, you think? Are things going to look up finally?
Zuckerberg is pulling us into the more desirable universe with his new look.
Like a prophet.
Yeah, he's the new messiah of the digital
world. We need to make him more attractive then. Keep making him attractive.
Zuckerberg, if you can hear this,
will get better.
Yeah.
Mark, I know you listen to our podcast. If you can hear this, and you can, just keep getting hotter, man. Do whatever you got to do. You're bringing the world up with you.
Oh,
yeah, you're healing it.
Until he's peak handsome, like handsome Squidward, and we can maybe have LimeWire back, and the Pirate Bay can operate above board.
This is a direct correlation. That's right. It's all him. I can't explain it, but it's all him, damn it.
God. We were fools. We should have made him attractive quicker, earlier.
That's why the internet was so shit for the last decade, because he was an ugly robot. Now he's a handsome man, and it's healing.
It's getting better, yeah.
Maybe this is what we need to do with all the nerds. Someone get Bill Gates steroids. Right? Let's see what happens.
Get him in the gym. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm tired of him walking around looking like he's fucking pregnant and giving health advice. Like, fuck you. Get in the gym. Maybe
I hate old men too. Fuck that guy. What an idiot. Oh man.
Oh my god, we cracked the code.
This is such a good thing though. We need to really start pushing legislation and laws that tell companies, hey, look, you can't just be swindling us. You can't just be...
Okay, wait. Does this actually change anything, though? Most people know that they're just renting things. No one's surprised when they rent something online. Let's say you rent a movie online, and then it disappears from your librage the next day. You're like, what happened? No one does
I don't know, man. I'll give you a good example.
No, I don't know.
I'll give you a good example. So to a degree, yes, but Amazon is a good example where there are two buttons for a lot of movies. There's a rent button and a buy button. And the rental lasts like 2 days. It's like you have 48 hours to watch this movie. There you go. You rented it. That's straightforward. That is a rental. Yeah, it's like a rental store. But the buying it's a digital purchase.
Buying, yeah.
You're not actually buying it, you know? And they have the quality throttling that we talk about all the time. They have the distribution, like if it's not available in your country anymore. I think things like this, even if most people either know or most people won't even notice, are definitely things we need to start making law. Okay. You know?
Yeah, that's actually a good. Like this can be revoked at any time. Like buy and then parentheses next to it be like.
No, it shouldn't even say buy. It should just say rent for a day and rent a little bit longer. That's it. Those should be the two buttons. I know that doesn't quite align with the like Skinner's rat box dopamine hit they want to inflict upon us.
Change the term buy to account license, saying, hey, if you log into your account, you have the license to watch this media. And that'll at least get some people to say, well, what do you mean license? I thought I was buying it. What? Oh, wait, here's the terms. It says I just have it while they have the rights and I'm in my account? Okay.
Don't even, just dumb it down even further. We have the word for it. Rent.
Yeah,
like
rent now or rent longer. That's it. That's all they should say.
Yeah.
Two buttons that say rent, they both just say rent.
Yeah. Do I rent it for $3 or rent it for $12? Let me think about it.
Which one?
Rent extra, rent plus.
Rent premium, yeah. Rent prime.
No, I think they should make it sound scary. They should make it be like rent and then like perpetual agreement or something. And then you're like, what am I perpetually
binding license contract in perpetuity.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what they should, like you said, Jackson, a lot of people do know that they don't actually own the content, but it's also kind of like saying, you know, most people know that cigarettes are bad for you, but we still slap those ugly images on the packaging, right? Like the guy with all his teeth falling out, and it's
so
like
slap
will
Mark
make your dick not
Zuckerberg
work.
on there before he was attractive. Put pictures of him from the beach.
No, I know what to do. You get one of those cash accepting machines that you see at like parking lots or arcades, and when you rent things, you have to physically watch yourself put the bills in and have them disappear. So people go, "Oh, watch, my money's going away for this." Oh,
and
fuck!
You have to do it. You have to do it on an actual road. Like they have a machine on every road.
Yeah, you have to go outside so you have to go out to your mailbox and put it in there. There's a line.
Twist a knob.
Like a gif of money burning.
Yeah. That's how people will realize what's going on.
We've already got the machines.
Translated to like, huh?
I was going to say, we've already got the machines. You just do it all at the parking meters. Just do it there as well.
So
no, but
so
it has to be extra. I want one of those, like, you know, the McDonald's ordering screens that like have a nice fancy interface and stuff. I wanted to give you a subtotal of, okay, you rented whatever John Wick 3, which is $5, less of gifts for your children's Christmas this year.
Ooh.
Good purchase, like a little sentence like that. You know, just
Ooh, no.
It should keep a running tally.
Yeah, a barter economy. So instead of paying in dollars, you have the gifts laid out for your family. Like, okay, well, there's little Jimmy's iPad, and there's my Aunt Susie's newest laptop, and over there, that's my dad. I got him some nice socks. But then all of a sudden, when you rent this movie, those socks, they fade away. The screen like pixelates them. They explode into dust. You have to watch them go because you can't afford it anymore. That's genius.
Little Billy crying in the back. Daddy, why?
Yeah, you have to confirm to your son. When you put the payment in, it'll say confirm, and it's a sentence of Billy asking if you really want to waste his Christmas, and you have to say yes.
And it also sends a text message to Billy as well. It sends a text to his phone that alerts him that his father is
family.
You will no longer receive a bike this Christmas. You are now receiving company T-shirts.
This is a dumb
it should
Black
be hooked
Mirror
up to your
episode.
Facebook so it notifies your entire family. Like, well, Jeffrey just prioritized Home Alone 2 to his entire family, so I hope you guys appreciate that. It's like, imagine trying to Netflix and chill with your girlfriend, and you have to go through a guilt trip before you can watch it.
Make it even worse. Sign it up. Do it for all digital purchases and subscriptions. So it's like, rather than Christmas gifts, John has decided to purchase Big Butt Latinas OnlyFans, and that goes out to your whole Facebook feed.
I like it.
Yeah.
I love it. We should do that
Bring
now.
it back.
Right now.
Make it happen, Zuck. I don't know why we're talking about Zuck like he owns Amazon. Bezos. Bezos
Do it.
is already fit, isn't he?
No, yeah, but he's less attractive.
He needs hair.
What is he like
In
today?
terms of attractivity,
Yeah, he
he's
needs a hair
more
transplant.
attractive. Huh?
That was a simultaneous. What is Jeff Bezos like physically like today? Like, has he transformed, or is he still the
He's
bald
fairly-
guy?
He's still the same.
No, he's bald, but he looks fit-ish. I saw
he's
him
the same.
on a podcast recently.
I'm looking at him
Yeah,
right now.
pretty
He's the
much.
same guy. He's totally the same guy. Do you think he's like the? He's like
He just
the.
needs a hair transplant.
Do you think he's like the stable coin? Like he's not allowed to change that much, or he'll devalue the economy. He's got to look that way. He looks like he looks like he's a stand-in for Vin Diesel in his movies.
He does actually, kind of.
Like when they need just him on the side of the camera or the back of his head. Like Jeff Bezos could totally do it for Vin Diesel.
I like in this photo, what I like is that he has to have a name tag for Jeff Bezos because otherwise no one would know.
He's like a nobody, really.
Yeah.
Oh, well. At least he's not full of cottage cheese like Elon Musk. That's truly the rock bottom.
Why doesn't
Yeah,
Elon Musk
truly.
just get like super attractive like Zuckerberg? They all need to take Zuckerberg's
I don't
lessons.
know.
Yeah, Zuck's doing it right. This is our we do this like once a month where we point out the most wealthy people and critique their looks. This was our billionaire fashion corner, and
So petty.
our ratings for this month are Zuck is going up, Musk is going down, and Bezos is consistent as ever. There you go. That's the billionaire fashion corner.
If you want our advice,
Hodl on
invest in
Bezos.
Zuck. Invest in Zuck. That's our financial
Invest in
advice
Zuck
this
for
week.
looks maxing, for strongest jawline, best haircut. He's got it all.
Yeah, but if you want,
Fuckboy
if you
Zuck.
want, if you want a
Zuck
fund
boy.
that'll last you into retirement, maybe invest in what's his name, Amazon dude. 'Cause he's
Bezos.
stable.
Bezos.
Bezos is an index fund. He only just slowly grows over time. Zuck is like Nvidia. Just had a really good year. It just came back.
Oh yeah, Nvidia. Let's neg him a little. Nvidia
Sure.
CEO. What was his Jensen?
What are we trying to do? Get their attention? Like,
Yes.
we're trying to connect them
Absolutely.
into
I want to be
talking
their
us?
friends.
He looks like he could work out.
Yeah. Jensen,
Like you
CEO of Nvidia, looks like
Kind of nerdy. Like a leather jacket on a nerd. I don't know.
he looks like he's the friend who shows up to your friendly get-togethers only once every few months, but he acts like he's been to all of them and remembers everything.
I'll tell you who's handsome. Who's
Very
probably?
specific.
I think he's a billionaire. Let me have a look before I confirm this. Are we talking about attractive billionaires?
Sure.
That's the best episode I could think of. Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah. Okay. So the CEO of the Mercedes F1 team. Look him up. He's pretty nice.
I'm googling hottest billionaires.
This guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Holy fuck!
No, it's the other guy. I don't know who that guy is. That's
so
not
we're
the one
looking
I was
at
thinking of.
Sabut Kamanga.
Who are
Sabut
we?
Kamanganangan. That's a great
Look up
name.
Toto
Is
Wolf.
it him?
No, look up Toto Wolf. Toto.
Toto Wolf. That's a great
Two
name.
Fs. Yeah, that guy.
This guy?
Yeah, that
He's
was
okay.
the best of him.
Good looking. He looks kind of goofy. I don't
Toto
know.
Okay,
Wolf,
these are awful
Mercedes
photos.
F1 driver. He's all right. He's fine. He's got like a Charlie Sheen vibe to him.
Look, I saw him in the gym. I saw him in the gym at some point. He looked good there.
Is he
I don't know where that
Australian?
is.
At your gym?
No, I think he's Austrian.
Okay.
No, I
Why
didn't
did you
see him
in
at
the
the
gym?
Thing.
Because it was in a TV series or something.
Oh, so you didn't see him in the gym.
documentary.
You watched a video of him in the gym. That's very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
I got way bigger expectations of you out of that. Oh.
Yeah, these photos are awful. He looks better in the
Mm.
video I saw. Maybe my one was like,
Looks better sweaty.
yeah, softcore porn version of it. All right. Do you guys want to do the quiz for this week?
Oh, I didn't know he had one.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Well, last week, Andrew, was it you that asked me to do a Persona quiz this week? Persona.
I
being the
forgot
theme?
entirely, so I'm glad you reminded me. I'm looking at hot billionaires now.
But it is a Persona themed quiz. How much do you guys know about Persona? I know Kaya knows nothing.
I know a lot about 5. That's about it. I haven't played any others or seen any others.
All right. Well, then I'm afraid Andrew is going to win. Should we?
All right,
should
we'll
we
do
do
what
a
we did
catch
for the
up?
comics.
Before
Kaya
you
go
get-
first, then I'll steal every question. How about that? Let's just do it that
Yeah,
way.
I'll remind
Will
you.
that work? Or
I'll
2 points for
remind
Kaya?
you. Excuse you, I knew fuck all about Kojima too, but we all know how that ended.
That is
Jackson.
true. Kaya Kojima King, the KKK, sitting right here on our show.
That's right.
That is
That's
true.
right.
Jackson lost handily, despite having 2 great
Well, wait. I lost
steals.
by 1. I lost by 1 point. Let's not
But
get
you
ahead of
had
ourselves
2 great question steals, meaning you took points from Kaya and you still lost to Kaya's incredible brilliance of Kojima. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. It's what happened.
It is true.
So
Doing a Persona quiz was way harder than the Kojima one because I feel like Kojima has a lot of dumb, fun questions to build around it. Persona is just kind of dumb. Like
I could probably
it's just a
for the
game.
rest of the year literally just do Kojima quizzes for my quiz segments.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say,
It's
like,
almost
there's so much
endless.
to say. There's just so much.
there's not as much fun with Persona in terms of questions. Like I could ask questions about like game mechanics and stuff, but that's just kind of boring for an episode quiz. But so I did my best. We'll see how it goes.
Sure. So Kaya, let Kaya go first for all of them, and then I'll steal just to be fair.
Stop looking at photos of
Sure.
Persona. You might spoil things. Don't look up photos.
How I wouldn't even know how to spoil it for myself. I don't.
all of Jackson's
Back to my
questions are just
peppers.
photos, and he says, "Who's this?" That's it. That's every question.
Yeah, I still wouldn't know. All right, let's go.
Okay, wait. So how are we gonna do this? Should we go Kaya first?
Kaya
Should we
first
do-
for
he
every
gets
question,
2
and then
points?
me, because I might know some of these, and there's no chance Kaya does. It's only fair. Kaya can go first.
Okay, and then I have multiple choice if you both get it wrong
Ooh, okay.
for each question.
Ooh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
Andrew will definitely get this
Then I
one.
might have a
so
chance.
Mm.
you need to get this one immediately, Kaya.
Or I
Okay.
win. It's one question only.
Okay.
It's a one question quiz.
So to summon a persona in Persona 5, the persona user, the person using the persona, has to perform a certain action. What is that action, Kaya?
I don't know. Play a card.
Play a what?
A card.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh rules.
What does that
Is
mean?
it a card game?
No. Okay. You're absolutely going to win it, Andrew.
Okay.
Andrew?
Isn't it they have to rip off their mask?
Yeah, they have to pull off their mask off their skull, releasing a fountain
Yeah.
of blood, and that's what spawns the persona.
Yeah.
Okay, so point for Andrew. Kaya, what this game is, it's an anime game where it's like kind of like Pokemon, I guess, turn-based combat game where you have your characters like have the
Mhm.
persona
Kaya,
the
if you need
monsters
to,
that
I
sit
can
behind
refresh you on the entire plot and characters because I've played it before. Just keep that in mind.
Okay, yeah, Andrew's gonna win.
The
Okay.
odds might be stacked against Kaya on this one.
Yeah. Don't worry, they get harder. They get harder. I don't think you'll get them all. It won't be a sweep.
Right,
which ones have you played? 3. Which ones have you played?
5. I've only played 5.
Okay, well, there's some other ones in here. All right.
Okay.
In Persona 5, the goal is to steal various characters' hearts because they're filled with, quote, distorted desires. What is the first antagonist's crime/distorted desire?
Oh, you're fucked, Kaya. Sorry.
Oh, god damn it.
Racism.
Shit. Okay. No.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'm also going to say racism.
What? You can't say
what? No, I'm kidding. He's the school gym teacher, and he pervs on the high school girls and gets them to do really disgusting things.
Yeah, you should have got
just
that.
Gave me the hint that he's a gym teacher.
I'm not giving hints. No.
Damn.
You don't need
really
hints.
Cutthroat. Yeah, he's the gym teacher. He's voiced by DC Douglas, aka Wesker from Resident Evil, and he wants to fuck the female students and gets one of them to try to take her own life. He's a nasty, pervy fellow.
See? Andrew even knows the voice actor. You are so fucked.
Because I played the game for 130 hours. Of course I remember this shit. It's long as fuck.
Yeah,
good game, though. Long. It is good.
It is good. All right. This one, this is open. So this should be easy for you. Not easy for you, but you have equal chance, I think.
Okay.
In Persona 3, Andrew hasn't played this one. In Persona 3, you can form a relationship with a confidant/social link. So those are like the in-game relationships, Kaya. You can form a relationship with a confidant, waifus, /social link through a computer. Who is this character really?
Okay.
Fuck does that mean?
So you can form a relationship. Okay, you form a relationship with someone in like a computer game, like you're playing a game together through the computer. But that person is actually someone significant to the main protagonist. So who is that character really?
Oh, her bully in school.
No, wrong. Andrew?
My heart wants to say Hideo Kojima. No, I'm going to say the protagonist's sibling, brother or sister.
No, okay, no. Okay, so this is going to multiple choice now. Kaya, you can steal this. You can actually get this. I'm going to give you 4 options. Let me just check. Question 3. Okay, so A, a classmate who never leaves their house. B, your dad who left you very young. C, your homeroom teacher. Or D, a famous actress pretending to be a student.
I know 2 of those are literally in Persona 5, so they're wrong.
Your dad.
No, that would have been better though. It was your teacher.
Ugh.
Oh, I don't get a chance to steal again? All right. Fuck you, dude.
Oh, well, no, I'm trying to give him more options.
Is there, okay, wait, in Persona 5, you can fuck your teacher. Is there like a running thing in Persona in every game where you fuck your teacher?
I think that's just an anime thing, right? Surely?
Perhaps,
seems like pretty common.
Because in 5, you can have like 12 different girlfriends, and one of them is literally your teacher after hours.
Yeah, you can do the same thing in 3. I don't know if that ends in a relationship, but like, yeah, you definitely like talk inappropriately online with her.
Maybe I need to play a little more Persona for research.
Yes. All right, question 4. This one's for Andrew again.
God damn it.
In Persona 5, how does the protagonist first become entangled with the law? What does he do wrong?
How do they become first entangled with the law?
Yeah, but wait, this is Kaya should go first still.
Yeah. Kaya?
Which Persona?
Persona 5. Are you Googling it?
No.
He's cheating.
The protagonist?
I can hear it. Yeah.
He's dating his homeroom teacher as we speak.
He...
What does he do?
Torrents a game on his e-dating site, or he cheats.
He torrents John Wick 2. And then they show up to his house.
How did you get all the Kojima ones right, but not this? I thought you were an idiot savant at like Japanese games, maybe.
Everyone feels
I
Kojima.
know nothing about this franchise.
Well, it's because everyone
You're not
feels
giving me any hints.
Kojima.
Andrew was giving hints.
Yeah.
How is he giving hints?
My questions had hints baked into them.
Because Andrew gave backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying things like, okay, the sniper who is 100 years old. That's a hint. You're just saying, okay, the protagonist has a superpower. What is it, Kaya? How the fuck would I know?
Well, you wouldn't know the other one either.
Okay.
Right.
Kaya
Whatever.
doesn't
Point
know.
is, I'm gonna answer he gets in a fight with his classmate or something.
No, I know that's wrong.
No.
Okay, so the beginning of the game is a flashback of you being interrogated. But why does he get arrested? Oh, fuck, because that happens later. Is it because they suspect he's a phantom thief?
No.
Fuck, I forgot.
How would I know what that is?
I totally forgot. I actually completely forgot. What is it?
This quiz is just gonna be bullying Kaya.
What's the answer, Jackson?
Okay.
This is what
Unless
you
you
get
wanna-
for your fucking peppers.
Unless you want a multiple choice.
Yeah, multiple choice. Okay. Ready, Kaya? Listen to this. This is where the hints come in. All right.
Okay.
Answer A. He's caught looking up skirts. B. He attempts to stop someone sexually assaulting someone else. C. He's caught shoplifting. Or D. He's caught in a street race.
Well, why would he be in trouble with the law if he prevented, perv from looking up skirts? That doesn't make sense.
No, I didn't. Wait. No,
What
I
was the
said
first one?
no. Wait. A. He's caught looking up skirts. That's a single thing. And then B. He attempts to stop someone sexually assaulting someone else. C. He's caught shoplifting. Or D. He's caught in a street
Well,
race.
same. Okay, I'm gonna say he's looking up girls' skirts.
Okay, that you're locking that in.
Oh, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about now.
Okay, Andrew, would you like to steal?
Is it the sexual assault one?
Fuck you.
Yeah, he
Yeah. That's why he moves
Yes.
in with his bar dad. I don't remember what his relationship is to you. Now I know what you're talking about. I think I meant something else.
So he saves someone from being sexually assaulted and then he's put in prison for it.
Now that's
this is how that works.
That's a Japan thing. If you guys want to talk Japanese culture, that is 100% a Japan thing. 100%.
Yeah, it's like don't stick your nose in things, right? That's like the whole thing.
It is absolutely a culture of mind your fucking business. Don't interact with other people. Don't bother them. Just keep your fucking mouth shut. 100%.
I love how Kai was like, well, it can't be that one. That's the only one that it's not. And it ended up being that one. It's so good.
Great.
This quiz is great, Jackson. You're doing a good job.
Oh, thank you.
What's the score?
I'm doing
3-0, me in the lead?
Yeah, of
All right,
course you
next
say
one.
that. Of course you say that when you're winning.
Of course.
Yeah, I created this specifically so Andrew could win.
Thanks, man.
No, question-
Appreciate the one-up.
Question 5. We're halfway there. How do you typically create personas in Persona 5?
Oh,
Kaya?
God. Come on, dude. This is so easy.
You
Is it hard?
put a mask on as opposed to ripping it off. You enter the shadow zone.
Ooh.
No, I'll give you one more
Ooh,
choice.
no,
I'll
hang
give you
on.
one more.
Kaya deserves
Well, he's
credit
kind of
for
right
that.
there.
That's not entirely
Yeah, I'll give him
wrong.
half a point.
Give him
I'll
half a point.
Yeah.
So you go to the jail where they are, which is kind of like a shadow zone, and then you fuse them together by killing them. So like guillotine, gallows, electric chair, and then they fuse together.
Yeah, I have you use corporal punishment to execute them.
Corporal punishment,
I'll give-
same thing. Yeah, but no, Kai's not wrong with you go to the shadow
I'll
zone.
give
You
him-
have to
yeah,
go to
he went to the
a
shadow zone.
spirit jail for them. He's not wrong.
I think it's literally called like the shadow dimension or something like that.
Good job, Kaya.
half
You're
a
on the
point.
board, baby.
All right, this one should be
Yay.
easy. This one should be easy. I feel like Kaya, if you think about it, maybe and understand now you have a sense of the games. All right. In Persona 3, you can form a social link with a character by the name of Maiko. What makes this character unique?
Ooh.
How is this easy?
Okay. No, I think I got it.
How? Maiko. I don't know. The name doesn't tell me anything. A special social bond? Do you bond over video games? You
No,
bond
I'll-
over looking up girls' skirts.
No, I'll say that you bond over family
Jackson, don't
issues.
say anything. Don't
Okay.
say anything.
Okay.
The name gives
Okay.
it away, doesn't it? He's American. His name is Michael.
No, it's a girl. I
I heard Maiko.
Yeah, it's
So
Maiko.
wait, her name is Miko?
Oh.
Maiko. Her name is Maiko.
Spell it.
Maiko.
That is Miko. Okay. I thought you meant Miko as an M-I-K-O, and that'd be Miko.
No, Maiko.
Okay.
I think it's Maiko.
Okay.
Let me look.
Miko sounds right for that.
Yeah, it is Maiko.
Okay, fine. So Kaya, go ahead
Anyway,
and guess.
you bond over daddy issues. Daddy issues.
I'm going to say mommy issues.
No.
Fuck.
All right. Here's the multiple choice, Kaya. A, she's a secret agent.
Ooh.
B, she's completely and utterly blind.
Ooh.
C, she's allergic to showering.
That's boring.
Or D, she's an 8-year-old girl.
Ooh.
D. It's anime,
D, you want to get
so
8-year-old girl?
it's a little girl. Yeah.
You got it. That's
Woo!
going on the board. Kaya gets a point. Hell yeah.
Making
Can't feel
friends
fucking
with
anime and
children.
Good job.
Good shit, Kaya.
All
I'm
right.
proud of you.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
7.
So I have 1.5 points now.
And I have like
of course
60.
you got that one. Okay, Andrew's on 3, Kaya's on 1.5.
Okay.
All right. Number 7. To summon a persona in Persona 3, the persona user has to perform a certain action. What is that action?
I know
So
what
this
this
is like the mask one from before, but this is different now.
I actually know what this is. You're fucked.
How is it different?
It's different because it's a
That
different
just sounds
game.
like you read the first
So
question
in Persona
again.
5, they have
Yeah,
to rip
but
their
for
masks
Persona
off.
3.
What do they have to do in Persona 3?
They have to do a different unique action.
It changes?
Yeah.
He has
Each game
to
is
rip
unique.
off his... He has to rip an eyeball out.
Ooh.
Can I give him a hint?
No. Fuck no. I know this one.
Fine.
Isn't this the
Fine.
one where they have to
Alright.
shoot themselves in the head?
Yes.
Let's go!
Fucking dumb.
Get fucked, Kaya! Get fucked!
Kaya's in so much pain. All right, don't worry. This is your secret weapon, though, Kaya. We're returning to a beloved character. Question 8. Returning to Maiko, after growing her social link for the entirety of the game, towards the end, the two of you hang out in the children's playground together. She
Yeah.
asks you a question where your only options are 1, sure, and 2, I'll think about it. What is her question?
Oh, God. Is this going to be a creepy question?
I'm betting it is.
Maybe, maybe not.
Do you want to be my mommy?
Ooh.
You play as
Jackson?
a guy.
Or daddy? Whatever the protagonist. Okay, fine. Do you want to be my daddy?
No. But that does kind of
Okay,
ruin my
I'm gonna-
multiple
I'm gonna
choice
go
because
the
that is an
route-
option in there.
I'm going to go the route
Hmm.
of anime trope because I know this is a trope in anime and you see it all the time. She asks if you'll marry her when she's older.
Andrew is right.
Yes!
She doesn't ask
my
about older.
God.
She doesn't write. She doesn't write.
Anime is so
older.
weird.
I don't think she writes older. So the scene is you're sitting there on the park bench. You've bonded over family issues throughout the game. It's you as like an 18-year-old kid, like I don't know, a high school student.
She's like
I
8.
think you're like
Yeah.
15. You're 15. She's 8. You're sitting on like the I think it's like a slide or something, a jungle gym together, and she's like, "Will you marry me?" And then your options are sure or I'll think about it. There's no option to
Okay.
be like, whoa, this is inappropriate, I'm leaving. So you do one of those and then she gives you a little ring as well. And you keep the
Aw.
ring.
Well, you
Oh,
have to say
great, a
yes then. You
promise
get the
ring.
ring. It's probably worth a lot of stats.
This is so fucking...
That's a
People
trope
chat
in
and say,
anime. You see that a lot in like comedy animes where it's kids being like, "Oh, when I'm older, we'll get married." Like I've seen that in a bunch of stuff. It's not
It's
great,
so
but
gross.
it's a thing.
It's so weird.
It is weird.
All right. Well, Andrew got that point.
Yep,
This
yep.
one's a good one.
How many
Okay,
questions are
question
left?
9. 2 more.
Just give me 2 points.
Yeah, I don't think Kai can come back
no.
at this point.
Shut up. I can still
What?
fight for my honor. Even if I lose, I can go down swinging. Go.
Do you want to get double points, Kaya? Maybe we can make it double point round.
Why?
Sure, why
Why? No, why?
All right, fair.
not? Just,
No.
Just to worry you.
No, Andrew's
Okay.
earned his victory. We're playing a lot of anime games. Number 9. In Persona 2 Innocent Sin, which real-life figure becomes a central character and antagonist?
I literally said this last episode, Kaya. You should know this.
You did?
I literally
Hideo
said this
Kojima?
when Jackson announced Persona Quiz.
Oh, did you actually? I don't remember.
Yes.
Fuck.
You're fucked.
Come on, Kaya.
First name you can
George
think
Bush.
of, blurt it out.
George Bush.
Hideo Kojima.
I wish.
All right. I'm giving Andrew the point already.
Hitler! Yay! It's Hitler. Yeah, it's Hitler. That is so.
there.
I know. You really fucked up, Jackson. I know 3 things about Persona. I know Persona 5 in general. I played it. I know you shoot yourself in the head in Persona 3, and I know Hitler is the antagonist of Persona 2. That's it. Those are the fun facts about Persona I know. You picked all of them.
No, those are the fun facts about. Those are the fun facts about Persona. There's nothing. There's like not really anything
Like it was
outside of.
rigged.
Like, what would you have written? What would you have?
I wouldn't
like,
have done a
quizzed about
Persona
this game?
quiz then. I would have
Yeah,
done
I thought you guys
else.
wanted me to do one. I thought you guys said do a Persona quiz next week.
Who said that?
Someone said it.
Did Kaya say that with how much he loves Persona?
No.
I don't know. Someone said it. I thought it was you. All right,
No!
someone. I'm gonna go back
I
to
thought it was
last
him
week's
too.
episode. No, Andrew said he was. Wait, someone in chat said no. Andrew said he was gonna do a Persona quiz. Is that true?
No.
I don't know.
Why
Someone
would I
said
do
something
a
about Persona
quiz. I've played
All right,
one
anyway.
game.
Where the persona should come from?
I don't know.
Okay, give me
Where
the
did it
last
come from?
question. I have to piss really bad. Let's go.
I only ever said Hideo Kojima for the rest of the year. That's it. That's what you're getting.
Yeah. All right. Well, final question. In Persona 3, which character is an immortal entity trapped in a child's body?
Jesus.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. Fuck it. Yes.
I'm gonna give you Andrew. Wait, I'm gonna give him multiple choice because I want this to end on a happy note.
My
for him, maybe.
answer's gonna be Hitler. So if that's wrong, go ahead.
Okay, ready? This is the multiple choice.
Yeah.
A Jesus. B Death. C Cupid or D Santa Claus.
Oh, how
Death.
fun!
Hey, Kai got a point. Hell yeah.
Yay.
Hey, Jackson made a quiz about a series he barely knows. Let's go.
Barely any of us know.
Jackson, Star Wars quiz, Lego quiz, Jurassic Park quiz. Pick something you know, man. I did Hideo Kojima because I played all his games.
No, I know.
knew the questions.
No, I know this series. There's just not that much there to quiz on, really, because it's all like mechanics and games.
Why
Like,
did you
it's a
pick
turn-based
Persona?
strategy. I didn't. I thought one of you did. I thought one of you guys chose it last
why are
week.
we deciding
No.
your quiz?
I don't think
Does
so.
it sound like I would have picked it?
Why would I pick
think
it? I picked Hideo Kojima. I never changed that.
I think someone in chat recommended it, and then one of us went, "Do that one."
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Australia.
I could do those.
There's another
I could do Australia.
Australia quiz. That's a good one. We don't know Australia. You do. Pick something you know.
How would you do a worms quiz? It's like kind of similar with Persona. Like, there's just not that much there in terms of stuff to quiz.
Yeah,
on.
it would be
Did
total
you truly
bullshit,
just say
wouldn't
there's
it?
not much worms on the planet? What?
No, the worms games, the worms
Oh,
series.
Kaya
Like,
could
I was
do a
thinking
worms
from-
quiz. Easy.
No, I could,
He
but
could-
it would be bullshit like this where I go, hey,
Yeah.
Jackson, what weapon is the F3 key? How the fuck would he know that?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry that Hideo Kojima's work is incredible and leads to tons of different interesting questions. I got nothing
We hit
for you.
it. Yeah, we hit it too easy, too quickly with Kojima. We just need to do Kojima only. Also, I feel like if I did
We have to
Star Wars
agree
questions,
to-
if we did Star Wars questions,
What?
you still wouldn't know. You would know equally as little about Star Wars as you would Persona.
But you can give hints with the
I know
questions like
equally-
I did with Kojima. Listen, Jackson,
I could've
Kaya
given
in a
yes.
million years would never win a Kojima quiz, but the way I wrote the questions give you hints. That's the point. So you can get an
Yeah,
idea.
give a few little hints, more
Yeah.
context.
I
like
did.
It does. It's not called a hint. It's called context. Just a little
All right.
bit.
Context. Yes. Context.
Yeah. Returning to Maiko after growing her social link for the entirety of the game. Towards the end, the two of you hang out in the children's playground. I gave you hints.
I thought that one was fine, but a lot of your others were literally, how do you summon a persona? Like, you don't even know what a persona is if you've never played the game.
Well, I did tell him. I did tell him before we started.
No, you didn't. I still don't know what the fuck a persona is.
I said that you draw them out. They're Pokemon that stand behind you. It's a turn-based game.
Whatever.
Oh, boy. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It'll have to do.
It's fine.
So I'll give you a great question, Jackson. When I asked the Kojima
give me a persona question.
When I asked the Kojima question, how does Revolver Ocelot summon his platoon? If you haven't played the games, you have no way of knowing, but Revolver and Ocelot, maybe it has to do with guns or an ocelot, a cat.
Yeah, and I went the gun. I went the gun.
It does. And Kaya guessed he shoots his revolver, which is wrong, and then the answer is he meows like a cat. You have context there.
What would you... Okay, reword this question then. To summon a persona in Persona 5, the persona user has to perform a certain action. What is that action?
Okay. See, that one's kind of hard.
Yeah, right?
Okay, no, I got it. It's easy. The Phantom Thieves of Persona 5 are a rogue band of agents who steal people's memories and hearts. To summon a persona, they have to do what with their masks? There you go.
Okay, well...
There you go. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Context.
It has to have an in. It's like, if I made a Breaking Bad quiz and I just asked, hey, what model of watch does Walter White wear? How would you know that if you hadn't watched the thing? It's a complete guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you just have to give people context, so if they don't know it, if you do know it, you know the question. Like Persona 5, I knew every question for the most part, because I've played it. But you got to word them so that if you haven't played it, you have context and can guess and can think about it.
I feel like that's too... Like, you could only rip off the mask, though, really.
I'll give you a better example. I gave Kaya the question... In Metal Gear Solid 2, as stated by Kojima, what is the theme of the game? Now, I didn't say it that way. I said the theme of the game is based on this common internet phenomenon. Yeah. So even if you don't play it or know Kojima, you can say, oh, memes. It might be based on memes. And he was close. He said trolls. It was very close. This is the point.
Yeah. But that was still a complete guess. Well, no, not a complete guess.
No! And that's the point, because if you played Metal Gear Solid 2, you know that immediately. They say memes like 30 times in the game. But if you haven't played it...
Or the 9/11 thing.
Yeah, 9/11. What real-world event? Not what caused the game to be censored. I specifically said what real-world event caused it to be censored. That's it. It's just context. Just little hints. That's all you need.
Little context clues.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it takes. Little context clues.
It's okay. I forgive you, Jackson. It's all right.
I don't.
You're forgiven. Even though I have not won, I still have more wins than you, who sits comfortably at 0 at
zero. Yeah,
line, so.
Both of you have won one, and I have won 0. I wasn't made for quizzes.
Well, when Hideo Kojima trivia winds up for the second time, Jackson, now you're brushed up. No, I'm not going to do Hideo again. I've already got what I want to do next. It's very similar.
Well, okay, let's all agree on something right now that's not up for debate or anything.
Boys, I'm doing Yakuza Like a Dragon trivia. There you go.
Okay, that's good.
There it is.
Although I feel like I have an advantage there, but that's fine.
You won't. It's mostly going to be questions about Japan as related to there. There you go.
Okay, that's good. And Kaya, what about you?
I don't know yet.
Well,
I'll let you know in our chat if you don't want to get blindsided, but I'm not going to pick something bullshit. Don't worry.
Okay. Alrighty. Someone take us out for this week. I think we're done, right? That's everything.
Jackson, do what you do best and take us out.
It's your job.
Okay, thank you very much, guys, for hanging out with us. Patreon.com/theofficialpodcast for bonus episodes and more things from the official brand. Red Thread, Criminally Stupid, and other stuff. We just recorded a movie night where we watched Replicator, which will be going up. Yeah, it was
Jackson brought porn.
I bought porn and a shit quiz. That's my today's gifts to the official brand.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. You can go watch them over at patreon.com/theofficialpodcast. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.